We knew where we wanted to get to, this super compact thermal energy store that could deliver hot water. One of the inspirations was this little hand warmer. You're going to see how this changes phase, and in changing phase releases heat. We looked back into the history of the world of applying materials like this. This is sodium acetate trihydrate, for those that are interested in the science. It's a salt hydrate, or a phase change material. And when we looked back, we found that as far back as the 1940s, Dr. Mària Telkes, a Hungarian-American biophysicist working in Massachusetts, was commissioned by her client, Amelia Peabody, to develop the Dover Sun House. And the Dover Sun House had a tremendous ambition. It was to be heated by the sun, by solar energy, in the mid-1940s, all year, with no use of any other source of energy. And it was successful. And it worked by virtue of having materials like this encapsulated in a way that was a heat battery. And it worked really well for 2 winters. And in the 3rd year, the system stopped working. It stopped working because the chemistry stopped working. And Dr. Telkes carried on working in this field for the rest of her life and was an inspirational figure. But in that journey, she was also joined by major industrial companies from around the world, and also major universities, all of whom dived into this to say, can we solve this? But actually they'd all failed. They'd all come up with essentially the materials wouldn't work, they wouldn't cycle forever, just as Dr. Telkes had found, or the heat batteries couldn't do the job in terms of delivering the kind of services that you wanted from it. For example, high flow rate hot water to run showers and baths. We knew we needed an academic partner, one that would help us to understand what was going on and fix it. We worked with Professor Colin Pulham at the University of Edinburgh. Very rapidly we got a joint PhD student, and today as now Dr. David Oliver, he's now the head of materials at Sunamp. And within about 1.5 years, he actually cracked this challenging problem that existed since the 1940s of how do we make a stable version of these salt hydrate materials, one that will cycle thousands of times. And that was really absolutely critical.